My name is Rune Christensen. Together with my business partner Anders Berthelsen, I own a small animation studio in Denmark called Film. In the summer of 2010, we were lucky enough to receive a grant from First Motion to develop new technology and business models for one of our favorite projects, a science fiction story called Number One. During this process, we've had many debates on the future of filmmaking and distribution. You can read about this in the written part of our documentation. Here we would like to show you what we came up with on the practical side. It all started in Tallinn, Estonia, with cross-media seminars and workshops arranged by First Motion. The seminars and the interaction with other entrepreneurs from various fields was inspiring. But the overall feeling we got from studying today's media landscape is essentially this. From the consumer's point of view, everything's pretty great. And for those who make their living selling digital accessories and bandwidth, things are even greater. But if you want to make your living as a filmmaker, you're pretty much screwed. We looked at this new world and decided that rather than to try and change it, we should probably try to change ourselves a little bit by looking at the way we do things. Now, our first short film was made mostly in very simple 2D. It was a neat style, but also a bit limiting. In our second film, we went all the way with 3D animated characters. One of the most time-consuming aspects of this was the modeling and the rigging of these characters. They all had to be built from scratch and they all had to be unique. This took forever. As a small company or independent filmmaker, it's difficult to raise the kind of budget that will allow you to go head-to-head with big studios like Pixar and DreamWorks. We like to compare it to the Taliban deciding to meet the American army in open battle on a football field. To avoid this kind of situation, we came up with something called the Jesus rig. Now, the Jesus rig works like this. All characters are created from the same basic model and rigging. For this we use Maya. By changing the values and proportions of the character, we can create almost any type of person, male, female, fat, short, thin, or whatever. And also, because all characters correspond to the same rig, all animations are transferable between the characters. Inspired by Lego, whom we've done a lot of work for over the years, the clothes and facial expressions are created as two-dimensional image sequences. For this we use Flash. This is great for us because we love the simple Flash style, and it's so easy to create a new character in 2D. Alongside the Jesus rig in Maya, we've also created the Jesus Flash script, a tool that helps us hide and unhide layers inside complex Flash files. This way we can export, for example, displacement maps and add depth to our 3D faces. The Jesus script also spits out a text file for each sequence. This data is loaded into Maya and determines the deformation of the character's face automatically. One of the great things about Jesus, apart from the speedy character creation, is that we can incorporate people with various skills into the workflow. There's a place for Maya people, 3D Studio Max people, Photoshop users and Flash animators. This makes recruitment easier and prevents bottlenecks in the production. Here's a test scene that we threw together.
What is your problem with the Chinese? Look, Donnie, you need to understand that we live in a globalized world now. It means that it's total anarchy out there. It means that we need allies to survive. It means that we need to make this deal and we have to make it now. That's a great idea, Donnie. Here's another one. We disguise ourselves as tuna fish, dive into the Atlantic and start teaching white sharks how to speak Esperanto. That's a wonderful attitude, Donnie. Let's base our entire business strategy on your weird xenophobic gut reactions.
We decided to be brave little Talibans and show our findings to Dylan Sisson, who works as a RenderMan developer at Pixar. We hope that the Americans won't destroy us completely.
It's a cool system.
Yeah. Don't you wish you had something like that in Pixar?
This is the kind of thing that can really turn everything around 3D that's going on right now. Like just the way that we simply start thinking about it. Like, I think maybe in 2 or 3 years Pixar will be out of business.
Okay, take it down.
I think in several years you'll see more studios, smaller scale, doing more ambitious projects using techniques like this. I think I think it's the studios who are investing in this kind of like efficient technology that are going to be up and coming probably in the next 5 or 10 years.
And the best part? Now we can concentrate on the story.